Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is AndyB, and this is my YouTube channel. So you might be wondering, well, some of you might be wondering, yeah, this used to be a long time ago, BigBoyLittleBoy, and then it was BabbleOn, and now it's AndyBPlays. And the reason behind all of that is everybody left. So I started this little endeavor with my good friend, and he actually, you can go check him out right now. You can do it right here or right here. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's gonna be the Nook of the Nerd, Kyle. He's still sometimes every once in a while makes some YouTube videos and stuff like that. You can catch what he's doing. He's got a new album coming out. I don't know, he's making some like punk rock stuff. You know, he's having fun doing cool kinds of stuff like that. So he's making stuff, he's doing all kinds of things. And then my brother, you can actually find him over on TikTok. He's getting pretty big over there. It's kind of crazy, it's kind of a little wild that he's blowing up as much as he is. But yeah, we all just kind of decided to go our own separate ways. There's no bad blood between any of us. We just all wanted to do separate things, you know? Kind of got to a point after a while where we just, too many cooks, I think, was kind of what happened. You know, you got too many cooks in the kitchen. But again, there's no bad blood. Love all those guys. I hope nothing but the best for all of them. And I wish, you know, to make content with them again one day. But as of right now, this channel is going to be exactly how it was. I'm going to be covering news, opinions, reviews, all sorts of different types of stuff. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Like this video if you like video game stuff. I'm a big fan of Nintendo. As you can see, I have a Nintendo shrine behind me. I'm a big fan of JRPGs, Metroid, Pokemon, Zelda, you name it, I love it. I love my Switch. I think it's the greatest console of all time. But anyway, without further ado, I thought since I've been gone for a little while, I've been kind of changing things up. My background's a little different now. I got some soundproofing things behind me, trying to make it sound a little bit better in here because I know there was an echo for a while. I'm working on possibly getting a new computer so I can start streaming a little bit more. I want to do some more stuff on Twitch because we used to stream a lot on Twitch as BigBoyLittleBoy, and I miss it so much. You know, I always had a great time streaming over there, and I just feel like that's where I really like to make my content. I mean, YouTube's fun, but I hate editing. I'm really bad at it, and I currently only have a laptop, so it's kind of hard to really focus on YouTube right now. But I just kind of wanted to make this video to kind of let everybody know that BabbleOn's gone. Unfortunately, we had some great times, but hey, like I said, it's me, AndyB. Let's talk about video games. So what I wanted to do was I kind of wanted to, as my first video back in almost a little over a month, I wanted to give a game review because, well, Kirby and the Forgotten Land came out on the Nintendo Switch. I almost said the 3DS. Whoa! Came out on the Nintendo Switch, and it's a really great game. So without further ado, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is one of my new favorite Nintendo Switch experiences, period. Kirby is one of those Nintendo characters that has had loads of games, but none that never really stuck out and made a huge impact on me personally. Until now. My very first Kirby game was Crystal Shards on the Nintendo 64, but I didn't play any others until Canvas Curse on the DS. But when writing this review, I went back and looked at the huge library of Kirby games and realized that I missed out on loads of amazing games. From the moment this game was first shown off, I knew I was going to get it. The first trailer showing off almost the Last of Us style vibe had instantly piqued my interests. Little did I know that this was easily going to be one of my favorite Nintendo Switch experiences. You progress through linear levels inside of different themed worlds that are filled with secret passageways and all sorts of different enemies that grant you different copy abilities. Each level has different types of objectives for you to do within the level, like finding all the secret Waddle Dees and even water plants. The game doesn't really give you any clues on where and how to find these secret passageways, but once you finally complete the level's side missions, you feel accomplished. Some of them are very tricky and require you to switch through different copy abilities to complete the side mission. Once you've started to save some of these cute little Waddle Dees, you get access to the Waddle Dee town. Every time you unlock more Waddle Dees, they head back to town and build new buildings like the Waddle Dee shop that allows players to see all of the copy abilities you've obtained, as well as the ability to upgrade them. You're also given the ability to go to a gacha machine to spend some of your star coins that you get by playing through levels to get figures. These figures are similar to the trophies you get in Super Smash Bros, and each figure has different descriptions that are super fun to read and give you more insight into the different characters in the game. Kirby's signature move of sucking things up and devouring them whole and copying enemies grants you their ability. Every new ability in this game has the chance to be upgraded and become stronger than the base ability. In order to do this though, you have to find the blueprint for the ability, which are found inside of each level. Not only do you need these blueprints, but you also need to have enough star coins and rare stone. You obtain rare stones by doing treasure road stages that are found in each world. These treasure road stages are extremely extremely fun and can be very difficult. Each one is timed, and if you can beat the stage within the target time, the more star coins you'll get upon completion. Once you've gotten an ability's blueprint and have enough star coins and rare stones, you go back to the Waddle town and head to the item shop. There you will see all the abilities that you've obtained throughout the levels. If you're given the blueprint for the ability, you're able to go up to the ability and upgrade it. A lot of the upgrades for the abilities are really clever and make the game so much more fun and exciting. Each world is extremely unique, ranging from a deserted mall, creepy carnival, to a winter wonderland. This game really showcases the beauty of the OLED model with super vibrant colors and super crisp graphics. At the end of every world, you come across the world's boss. Some familiar faces make their appearances, like King Dedede and Tropical Woods. I'm not entirely too sure why Kirby has it out for this dang old tree, but it's angry and will try to kill you. The bosses are extremely unique with different attack patterns as well and offer a challenge to the player. These end world bosses aren't the only ones you'll come across though, because you'll also find different types of mid bosses sprinkled throughout the levels too. One of the mid bosses is Florina, and freezing her with the snow copy ability is actually a secret objective in one of the levels that I mentioned before. This game, just like all the other Kirby titles, is a particular gimmick, and this one might just be the best: Mouthful Mode. With this new Mouthful Mode, you can suck up different unique items in the world and transform into them, from a car to a traffic cone and even a stair set. It provides you with some really fun and clever game mechanics and ways to traverse through the level. I always find myself laughing at the different types of items and transformations Kirby mode Kirby made in the game. I won't spoil too many of them because there are a lot in this game that wasn't really shown off in the trailers, but they're all really, really great. I realized I've talked a lot about so many parts of the game except for a huge portion of it, the platforming. And by God, this is where the game really shines and reminds me of Mario Odyssey and even Super Mario 3D World. HAL Labs have really created some super clever, unique worlds and levels that require you to actually pay attention to where you're going. They've integrated tough puzzles that require different abilities and also make it where you can't just use the patented Kirby jump and float. You actually have to think about where you're going, or else you might fall off the map. I never played the other Kirby Switch game, Star Allies, but from what I've read online, the game is super easy and not challenging at all. Now, I'm not going to say this game is super hard, but it is not super easy either. These levels and bosses, especially towards the end of the game, can be a little bit tricky. Finally, this game really is such a fun, cute little experience that I feel any Nintendo fan should play. If you've never really been a fan of Kirby games before this, I truly believe that this game will make you fall in love with this adorable little big mouth squishy monster. What even is Kirby? Do we know? What's he made out of? Who cares? All I know is that this game is clearly a must-play for all Nintendo fans. Thank you, HAL Laboratories, for making a fun and genuinely amazing game. Guys, if you haven't played Kirby and the Forgotten Lands yet, I highly recommend it. I'm literally going to give this game a perfect 5 out of 5. So from the beginning of the game until the end of it, I was completely awestruck. I could not believe how much fun I was having every single time that I picked up my Nintendo Switch. Now, granted, like I said in the review, I was playing it on an OLED model, which just made it look so much better. And I know that is a giant thing that people love to talk about when they talk about the OLED model. But it's true. This is not a commercial for the OLED model, I promise you. I just want you to play it on any platform, you know, any Nintendo Switch that you have, whether it's base Switch Lite or the OLED. But I'm just saying, if you have the means and you have the ability to go and get yourself one, please go and get it, because this game is amazing on it. But with that all being said, thank you guys so much. You know, like I said, this is a little update. I wanted to throw in a little game review for you guys, kind of because, you know, this is what I've been doing a lot lately. I've been playing a lot of games right now. I got a brand new full-time job, you know, outside of YouTube that's been keeping me really, really busy, you know, in my family life and stuff like that. But I want to thank everybody for sticking through with this little YouTube channel that I have. You know, I've got a small little base, but hey, we're having fun over here, and I'm always having a great time. So thank you guys so much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!